Well, the media's at it again. This time, it's about Paul Manafort and Julian Assange. Hi, thanks for watching. Today, I want to talk about the story of the day, the big story today, and that has to do with The Guardian in the UK reporting on a secret meeting between Paul Manafort and Julian Assange in the Ecuadorian Embassy. Now, let's take a look at the headline. The headline is, Manafort held secret talks with Assange in Ecuadorian Embassy, sources say. It's interesting because when the story was originally published, sources say was not in the headline. They added that later. In fact, they've changed a lot of things in this story since its original publication like 2 hours ago. And there's no note at all that the story has been changed. You see, that's something called stealth editing, and the media does that a lot. What I look for in responsible media is when they change like the headline of the story or they change details of the story, there should be a note at the bottom just letting you know that, hey, in a previous version, we said this, and now we say this. We've added this to the story. But they don't do that. And the rest of the media is just like a bunch of gossiping teens. They just report that someone else is reporting. So CNN says, Guardian, Manafort met with Julian Assange around the time he joined Trump campaign. CNN is not saying that it's true. CNN is saying The Guardian said this. I don't know, CNN. Why don't you check for yourself? MSNBC, Guardian report, Manafort held secret talks with WikiLeaks founder Julian Assange. And their story is one sentence with a link to a video. And you watch the video and across the bottom, breaking news, The Guardian, Manafort held secret talks with WikiLeaks founder around the time he joined Trump campaign. You see, anybody watching this will just assume that this is true. They're reporting it. But they're not really reporting it. They're reporting that someone else is reporting it. And that report just keeps changing. In fact, WikiLeaks denial, they say, remember this day when The Guardian permitted a serial fabricator to totally destroy the paper's reputation. WikiLeaks is willing to bet The Guardian $1 million and its editor's head that Manafort never met Assange. Well, that's a pretty strong denial. You know, and that's the thing, if you even give it any thought, Julian Assange is in the Ecuadorian Embassy in London. There are all kinds of cameras there all the time, 24 hours a day. There's a visitor log. It would be pretty hard for anyone to get into that embassy without everybody knowing that. There are people there all the time. And if Paul Manafort did meet with Julian Assange, there should probably be, I don't know, embassy visitor logs. There should be some video of him entering the facility. But as far as I can tell, there's no evidence whatsoever that he went there. But the media is just using this for more clicks, more ad revenue. They're not doing any reporting. Look what the Verge did. WikiLeaks calls for Guardian editors decapitation if Manafort story proves false. You saw the tweet. The tweet, they bet $1 million and the editor said, they're not calling for anyone's decapitation. This is just terrible. This is just terrible. They're just trying to get clicks. It's sick. It's disgusting. The real story at CNN and MSNBC should be that The Guardian is posting a story that cannot be verified. That would be the real headline. And here's the thing. Even if Paul Manafort did meet with Julian Assange, it doesn't really prove anything. People can have meetings. But for a claim like this, that he met there, and that there is absolutely no evidence at all that he did, it's really irresponsible of The Guardian to print such a story. And it's, I think, just as irresponsible for American news media outlets to repeat it without being critical. I am working on a video about stealth editing, and I hope to have that done soon. But until then, let me know what you think of this story in the comments. Peace. Help me reach my goal of 2,500 subscribers.